Chapter 9, Mishnah 13. The chapter ends with a new topic. If a borrower does not repay a loan when it is due, the lender may take an object from him as security for the loan. When the borrower repays the loan, the lender returns the security. The Mishnah discusses a number of laws that apply when taking an object as security. If someone lends money to his friend and the loan comes due but the borrower does not repay it, the lender may not take an object from the borrower as security except through a court. That is, the lender may not simply take an object from the borrower, but must have the court send an agent to collect it. In addition, the agent of the court may not go into the borrower's house to take his property as security. Rather, he must wait for the borrower to bring out the object. For it is stated in Deuteronomy chapter 24, verse 10 and 11, "You may not come into his house and take his security, you must stand outside." The Torah commands in Exodus chapter 22, verses 25 and 26, and Deuteronomy chapter 24, verses 12 and 13, that if the security in an object that the borrower needs to use, that if the security is an object that the borrower needs to use, the lender must return it whenever the borrower needs it. The Mishnah gives an example of this law. If the borrower has two utensils that the lender takes as security, and the borrower needs one during the day and the other at night, the lender takes one and leaves the other one with the borrower, depending on which one the borrower needs at the time. For example, if the lender takes the borrower's plow and pillow, he returns the pillow every night and takes it back in the morning, and he returns the plow every day and takes it back at night. However, if the borrower died and his heirs inherit his possessions, the lender does not have to return the security to the borrower's heirs when they need it, because the obligation to return a security when the borrower needs it applies only to the borrower himself and not to his heirs. According to the previous Tana, as long as the borrower is alive, the lender must continue to return the security item every day, as long as the borrower needs it. The next Tana disagrees. Rabban Shimon ben Gamliel says, even when the lender must return the security to the borrower himself, i.e. when the borrower is alive, he need return it only until 30 days have passed. From 30 days and on, he can sell the security in court and keep the money as payment for the loan. Another prohibition that relates to taking a security. When a widow borrows, whether she is poor or rich, we may not take security from her. As is stated in Deuteronomy chapter 24, verse 17, you may not take the clothing of a widow as security. The Torah forbids taking as security an object that is used to prepare food. As an example, it forbids taking millstones. The Mishnah elaborates, someone who takes a mill as security transgresses a prohibition. Moreover, he is liable for two transgressions, because a mill consists of two utensils, a bottom stone and a top stone. And it is stated in chapter 24, verse 6 there, he may not take the lower millstone or the upper millstone as security. Since the Torah mentions both stones explicitly, taking each one is considered a separate transgression, even though they are part of the same tool. Although the Torah states only that a lender may not take millstones as security, the same applies to similar items. They did not say that it is forbidden to take only a lower millstone or upper millstone. Rather, anything that is used to prepare food, such as a pot, may similarly not be taken as security. This is because it is stated there, he may not take the lower millstone or the upper millstone as security, because he is taking a life as security. With this statement, the Torah teaches that the reason one may not take a millstone as security is because it is something that the borrower uses to sustain his life by preparing food. Accordingly, it is equally forbidden to take anything that is used to prepare food.